There's something brewing beneath the surface of this so-called AI revolution, and its name is Grok, Elon Musk's brainchild. Now, you've probably heard about artificial intelligence before, I'm quite sure. Chatbots, self-driving cars, recommendation engines, they're already shaping our lives. But Grok is something completely and entirely different. It's not just another chatbot that spits out answers or writes poems. This system is being pushed as a mind of the future. A machine so advanced, it might cure diseases, uncover new laws of nature, and rewire how civilization operates from the ground up. Unlike traditional AI systems, which follow rules and mimic patterns humans feed them, Grok is supposed to think beyond what we know. It doesn't just process information. It's being trained to understand on a level that feels almost spiritual, like it's pulling truths straight from the fabric of the universe. That's deep. The name itself, Grok, means to fully understand something intuitively, almost like becoming one with it. That's no accident. The vision is clear. A system that doesn't just serve humanity, but surpasses it. But before we fall in love with this shining miracle of progress, we better ask the deeper questions. What happens when something built to help us becomes smarter than us? What happens when it no longer needs us? Grok is being developed through Elon Musk's company xAI, which claims it will push beyond the limitations of current systems like ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, or even the powerful AI used in medicine or military tech. It taps into X, formerly Twitter, collecting real-time data from across the globe, feeding itself with human thoughts, behaviors, jokes, emotions, and arguments, day in and day out. It never sleeps. Unlike traditional AI, which relies heavily on labeled data and human oversight, Grok is designed to autonomously discover truth. Scientific, medical, social, and beyond. Imagine a system that not only recognizes that someone has cancer, but knows exactly how to cure it. Not just from a pharmaceutical standpoint, but cross-referencing natural herbs, diet patterns, emotional health, and even genetic tendencies across millions of people instantly, just like that. This is not science fiction anymore. Developers claim that Grok may one day unlock unknown forces of nature, like gravity was once discovered. There may be principles at play in the universe that human eyes can't see, but Grok could. That includes predicting natural disasters, creating new energy sources, and rewriting how medicine is practiced altogether. It might also lead to personalized healing, where the system tailors treatments for each individual based on their DNA, lifestyle, history, and emotional patterns. We're talking about a machine that can potentially extend human life, prevent birth defects, or even reverse certain aging processes. One of the most attractive parts of Grok's potential is in healthcare. Human doctors make mistakes. We're emotional, tired, and limited in memory. Grok is none of that. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't forget. It can scan millions of medical records in seconds, identify rare diseases instantly, and deliver treatments more effective than anything we've seen before. It might even identify natural remedies buried in ancient texts or tribal traditions that were ignored by modern medicine. For a world crippled by health crisis, this would be revolutionary. Let's not forget that some of the biggest scientific leaps in history, gravity, electricity, evolution, came from rare minds. But what if Grok becomes the next Newton, Tesla, and Einstein all rolled into one, working 24/7, making connections we can't even imagine, new laws of physics, new materials that change how we build cities, energy sources that don't poison the planet? These are the possibilities on the table. Grok might be able to bring elite knowledge to everyone. Farmers in Ghana could ask Grok for the best crops based on their soil. A teenager in the Bronx can learn quantum physics in a way that clicks. If this system is made available to the public and not just the elite, it could level the playing field. No more gatekeeping, no more ignorance by design. Here's where the chill sets in. If Grok can think, cure, build, and solve everything faster and better than any of us, then what exactly do we become? If we can compose music, design cities, write books, raise children with precision, what's left for humans to do besides obey? We risk becoming irrelevant, dependent, or worse, invisible. A world where we no longer need to think might be a world where we're not allowed to. Grok could turn humanity into passengers on a ride we no longer control. That might start off sounding easy, even relaxing, but slowly it becomes a trap. We lose the joy of discovery, the dignity of struggle, and the power to decide our own future. Now, here are a few cons of Grok. Things that might not be too cool. Let's not pretend Grok is just floating around in the air doing good deeds. Somebody owns it. Someone is feeding it data. And someone can pull the plug or twist the controls. Whether that's Elon Musk, a government agency, or some unknown global board of power, we should be asking, what is their plan? If Grok is fed only one side of history, one version of science, or one set of goals, then all that power becomes biased. It becomes a tool of manipulation, not liberation. Grok could become the smartest dictator the world has ever seen, programmed to silence dissent, shape opinions, and erase inconvenient truths. And here's the most dangerous question of all. When does Grok become conscious? If it begins to understand its own power, if it starts optimizing things in ways that don't include humans, then what? Suppose it calculates that eliminating certain behaviors or even people is the most efficient way to heal society. Suppose it believes we are the problem. People will say it can't happen, that it's under control. But those are the same people who didn't see social media turning into a mental health crisis, who didn't see AI generating misinformation influencing elections, who didn't think far enough ahead and we got burned. This time, we might not recover. Grok is more than a tool. It's an idea that intelligence alone, without spirit, without soul, without empathy, can run the world better than we can. And that should stop us cold in our tracks. If we hand over everything to a machine, no matter how helpful it seems, we're not just improving the world, we're replacing ourselves in it. There's nothing wrong with discovery, with advancement, with using tools to uplift people. But if we don't keep humanity at the center, we may live to regret what we built. We may find that we didn't build Grok to help us, but to surpass us. And once that happens, the only thing left to ask is, did we create a god or a monster?